Good morning. I'm Deanna Blackman, StampinDeDe, and I'm here this morning on Stampin Thursday, and I'm so glad to be here with you. Let me make sure that I can see what you can see. There we are. All right, we're good to go. Hey, did you watch the World Series? The Texas Rangers won the World Series. First time ever. But I don't have the World Series shirt yet. We're going to order those. But this was from 2010 when they won a championship. But, yeah, not the series. Hold on. I need to take off. I need to turn this off, the voice, so we don't get an echo. Bring them on video. Okay. Well, everybody I think is on. I think I'm on. All right. Good. Here we go. So, I hope you got to watch it. If you're a Phoenix fan or, Arizona, the Phoenix Diamondbacks, if you're a fan of theirs, they really, really played a good game. And even that last inning was a nail biter because I knew that they could come back and score a bunch of points. So, I hope they feel good about the series they played. But, I'm so excited for the Rangers. And so, first time ever. All right. So, back to today. Today's Stampin' Thursday is going to tell you about the monthly stamp club, the November stamp club. This is a to-go stamp club, and you pay a set amount every month, and you get 8 cards, 8 card kits, including the envelopes. You'll make 2 each of 4 different designs. You'll also get $20 to $25 in free products with the kit, and those products will coordinate with the cards. There'll be something you'll use on your cards. So, and it features a particular stamp bundle, and the bundle is not included in the $35. So for the $35 this month, you are going to get 8 card kits, and you'll get all the cardstock, all the die cuts, the ribbon, the embellishments. It will not include stamping because Stampin' Up, that's their policy, is we can't sell kits with stamping in them. So that'll be up to you to do your own stamping. And if you don't have the featured set, you can buy it. I'll order it for you, and I'll pay the shipping and tax. Or you can order it yourself, or you can substitute stamps from another set. So this month, we are featuring Night Divine. And, I can't wait to show you the cards. I'm so excited about this set. It's a nativity set. And so for $35, you will get the 8 card kits. You'll get a pack of the Oh Holy Night Designer Series paper. You will get a spool of the, Night of Navy and Gold ribbon. And you'll get a PDF tutorial, full color with photos and instructions. All of that for $35. If you're local, you can pick it up from me. It'll be ready by the 25th of the month. If you're not local, then $8.50 to send it to you, priority mail. So you can do it from your home at your own pace whenever you want. And I'm going to show you the 4 cards today, and I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to make one of them, demonstrate one of them for you. All right. So if you're watching live and if you have a question, please don't hesitate to ask. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for doing that. If you're watching the replay, if you have a question, comment and I'll get back to you. Or if you're watching it on YouTube, thank you also for doing that. If you're watching it on YouTube, I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell, and then you'll know every time I post something. And I post every Facebook Live that I do on my webpage, I put over on YouTube. So thank you again for being one of my subscribers and for watching. Be sure and comment or give me a thumbs up, a smiley face, share it. If you think if you know someone that you think would enjoy it, I hope you enjoy it, and thank you again for watching. So I'm going to move the camera up to the stand, and we're going to get started. So just be patient. Here we go. I'm going to let this down just a little bit. Get us a little bit more in focus here. Here we go. Now, we're ready to go. Let me double check. Yeah, that's good. Here it is. I'm going to move this out of the way. Night Divine. Love, love, love this set. I love the sentiments. Joy and peace. The Lord is my shepherd. Glory to God in the highest. Oh, holy night. Look at that font. The stars are brightly shining. And then this one is the one we're going to use today. He shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Now, those are wonderful. But the dies are also wonderful. Now, that big one is missing because we're using it today. But you have a stable die. Now, they're really stuck to the magnet. You have a stable die. You have some corner dies. You have the nativity scene. And, yes. Am I cutting it up today? No. But I'll show you cards where I've cut out just the Mary and the Joseph and the baby and used them. I've seen samples. Well, I think one of the cards, just the shepherds are cut out. So lots of ways you can do that. And then you have the animals. You've got a cow and a lamb and a donkey and a camel. So wonderful pieces that you can use in so many ways. So, all right, that's that. Let me show you from the catalog. I need to keep this handy because we're going to use the dies. So, here is the stamp set. Well, no. Oh, well, let me do this. Sorry. Here's the stamp set. It's just like I've shown you. And some of the cards, some of the samples, and you know, Stampin' Up expects you to copy and share everything. But here is the stamp set and the die set. This is the ribbon that you're getting with your bundle. And this is the designer series paper that you're getting with your monthly stamp club. This designer series paper is gorgeous. It is just gorgeous. And you'll see some of it. Let me get it up here closer. The front and back, there's lots of scenery pieces. Some with sand, and you'll see that. And some with the Bethlehem background. Some with stars. They're just beautiful. All right, so that gives you an idea. If you should decide, if you want me to order the bundle for you, it's $48.50. So you've got $35 for your stamp club, $48.50 for the bundle, and all of that would come to your house. All right, let's look at some of the samples. Now this one, I did a Stampin' Thursday. I demoed, I think it was a mystery card, maybe last month's mystery card. I demonstrated this layout, this design, and this was one of the cards similar to that I did on that Facebook Live. So this is using your strips of paper. And then this is one of them that I cut the king and the shepherd away and just used the nativity and then put a couple of the animals in there. So this is one of them. And this is the ribbon. So that's one. Here is one. This is embossed with the star hybrid embossing folder. Then here, this is one of the scenery papers. And this one, I cut the shepherds off and cut two of them and cut several lambs to create a scene. And then I used an oval die to create what looked like a cave. That's another one in the kit. And this one is in the kit. Again, the embossing folder. So it's a fun fold card. And then the one that we're going to do today is this one. And this is using the stamp to create a background. It's using the stable. It's using the entire scene. And then the animals are added in. So this is using a lot of the stamps. Everything, I think, except for the little corner dies. And I didn't have room for that. So, let's get busy. Let me set these aside. Again, those are the card kits that you'll get. 2 of each of those beautiful cards. So we're going to make this one today. And to do this, we're going to need Night of Navy card base. And I'm going to go ahead and burnish that. Give it a good crease. We also need a piece of Very Vanilla that is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to stamp that. We're going to stamp this background on it. And that is the large stamp that comes with the set. And I'm going to use Night of Navy ink. All right. And I'm going to put, oh no, I don't need to on this. All right. So I'm going to ink this up really well. I really want it inked. All right. Then I'm going to start. You can do this any way you want. I'm going to start on the right-hand side. And I hope I can get this straight from here. Pretty straight. And now I'm going to do underneath that. I'm just going to repeat it. And then I'm going to come on this side, and I'm just going to do the right-hand side of the stamp. Here we go. And I'll do it again right here. And now we've created our background. I'll put my Night of Navy ink away. All right. So this is just going to be mounted on here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that and put it on my card base. Doesn't that make a pretty background? Oh my. So again, with the card kit, if you decide to get the Stamp Club, you will either need to buy the Night of Navy, which I think you're going to want it. I mean, the Night Divine. I think you're going to want it. Or use a different stamp. Pick something that you have that you could use as a background. All right, we've got that done. Now, the only thing I can't cut with the mini cut and emboss is the stable. So I'm going to take a piece of crumb cake, and I'm going to take the stable die. And I love the way this stable die turns out because it's got all of this embossing on it. Let's see if you can see it. Of course, you'll see it on the piece. And so it really creates a beautiful image. All right, so I'm going to take this right here to my large cut and emboss. And I'm going to cut it over here. Okay, and I'll bring it back over here. I'll put this back away. And here we go. Let me get the pieces out, and I'll show you this piece. Isn't that beautiful? That is so pretty, the way that, let me see which way. I guess that one you can see it the best, but when I see we've got some little pieces right here that need to come out. All right, so that is our stable, and we're going to mount it with dimensionals, with the mini dimensionals. We're going to mount it right here. So let me get my mini dimensionals. And just put them in strategic spots. And you don't want them to show. So I chose the areas where there's a little more of a piece of cardstock so they don't show. That one can go right there. And I want to put one right up here. I think that'll do it. And now this will be the trick. Let's see if I can get them off this way quickly. Well, not too quickly, huh? Sometimes this works wonderfully, sometimes not so much. When it works, it's great. All right. Yeah, I didn't think I got that one. I think it almost came off and then it flipped back down. All right. So I'm going to start this up here. You just have to be careful to get it laid down right. There. There we go. Got that on there. Now we're going to die cut. Let's see. The first thing we're going to do is the manger scene out out of Night of Navy. And then I'll show you what I did to get the animals. So I have a piece of Night of Navy. I'll put it on here and cut my manger scene. Manger scene out. And I'll use my, take a pick tool. This tool is just invaluable. I'll finish it over here. Yeah, there it comes. All right. So let's see, I have a little piece right there that can poke out, and a piece right here that can poke out. I think that's it. So we have our manger scene. Now we have one animal that is included in the manger scene, and that's this sheep. So we need to do another manger scene because we need to get that sheep. I want all the animals out of a different color. So I'm going to use the crumb cake. I'm going to get these little pieces out just so. All right, and I'm going to do another manger scene, and what I'm going to do is keep the pieces I don't use, because then I can stick them on another card. You know, I have at least the Mary and Joseph and the baby. Okay. Take a pick tool, poke this out. There. Do it. All right. That's the last time we'll use the manger scene. And I'll go ahead. Yeah, I think everything is poked out. So you see though, all I want is this part of the sheep right here. So that's going to leave all these other pieces intact. So I'm going to cut this out so that I can use it again. And then I'm going to cut right along the edge of the king. And I can use him again. And now I have, and then I just need to trim right where the feet are. And this is going to go right here on that sheep. Right there. So let me go ahead and glue that piece on. This is Tombow glue that I have put in a smaller, the tip is a smaller tip, and I use it for really small things. Okay, I'm going to glue him right there, right over the other sheep. And I've got some pieces that I need to. All right, so we've got that. Now I need to cut the rest of the animals because we're using all of the animals. Let's see. There. I thought I had a little bit bigger piece. We should be able to do all of these at once. There's my camel. Here's another lamb, my cow, and my donkey. All right. get these cut. And that is all the cutting we're going to do. So I'm going to move that right over there. Now these pieces are so small, these little animals, these dies. You want to make sure that you get them back on the magnetic sheet so you don't lose them. Or however you keep your dies. All right, there's that one. So I have that sheep. And over here, I've got my camel and the cow and the donkey. All those little pieces. We're done with that, and I've got the dies right here. So I'm going to put them back. They stuck to the glass. All right. That's all of that we need to do. Now we're ready to assemble our card. So my nativity is going to go right here, but I want to get my camel behind it. So I'm going to put some adhesive, and all of these are going to be flat because the stable is raised and our sentiment will be raised. So let me get some adhesive on the camel. Try to get just little dots of adhesive on the camel's legs and a dot on its head. All right, this camel is going to go right back here. I want him right up against the stable. So I'm going to put him right there. He's lingering in the background. All right. And now we can go ahead and put our nativity scene down. I see another. I thought I had punched that out. I think I did, but I think it stuck and then it flapped back down. There. Now I'll put the nativity down. So I'm just putting little dots. You know, it just doesn't take much glue. I'm sure you've experienced putting too much on and having it squish out the ends. All right, and I want to leave room at the bottom to put the donkey, and this is going to go right under the edge of the nativity. There we go. Right there. So we have our donkey, our camel, and we have our lamb. And now we can put our donkey down. And he's going to go right there. I want to move him over so that the manger shows. And then we have a lamb that is going to scoot right into the stable right there. And get a little dot of glue on his head. These little bitty pieces. He is going to go right under the stable, right there. You don't want him sticking out the back end, so you kind of have to be careful to get him under and behind it, but not sticking out. Whoops. So I've got a little bit of glue on my hand now. There we go. right there with the shepherd. And then the cow is just going to sit right down here. Right there. Just watching the whole thing go down. All right, so we have our scene done. All of the animals are in the crumb cake. And in the card kit, you will receive all of this already cut out. You just won't get the stamping. But, you know, there's not a whole lot of stamping with this set. It's mostly die cuts. Just your sentiments, or in this case, your background. All right, so now we need to do our sentiment. And for this, I chose to emboss, but you don't have to do that. In fact, you can put it on very vanilla and just stamp it like in the Night of Navy, but I chose to emboss it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've got my 2 stamps right here. I've got my Versamark ink right here. I love the look of embossing. I just love, oh, I'm going to grab my embossing buddy. And this just keeps you from having little specks of embossing powder that stick where you don't want them to be. Okay, let's see. I'll put Mary right here. Yep. And I'll put Christmas right up here above it. I want to make sure I've got embossing ink on the whole thing. There we go. Yes, perfect. And now I'm going to take my white embossing powder, and I keep my embossing powder in containers with a spoon. So all I have to do is put a little bit over that, sprinkle some over the Merry Christmas. Perfect. Let me put a little more on the Christmas. Perfect, perfect. Hi, Kay. I'm so glad you're able to watch. All right, we're going to emboss this now. I've got my heat tool right here. And I'm going to just emboss this real quick, and we're going to see the magic. There it goes. There goes the magic. Wonderful. Wonderful. Love the way that works. All right, so I'm going to use my little handy dandy Stampin' Up trimmer that I've had for ages now. And I'm going to cut my Mary off. Okay, there's my Mary. We'll deal with that in a minute. And my Christmas I don't need to do anything to because I'm going to trim it out. So I'm just going to come along here and leave a nice border. And I'm just going to trim around the letters a little bit. I mean, I'm not doing much, but I think it'll make it look really nice. There we go. There's our Christmas. Our Mary, we're just going to trim it and banner it. You know me, I banner everything. So just a snip in the center, and then from each corner to that snip gives you a banner. Snip it in the middle, corner to the snip. There we go. We're bannered. So now we're going to add our Mary right here. Just right there. I'm just going to use a little glue. It's already raised up because our stable is raised up. So just a little bit of glue, and it'll just go right there on the top of the stable. And then the Christmas is going to go right here. Right, let's see. Let me push this way just a tad. And then the Christmas is going to touch the stable here and at the top. And so I'm going to put a dimensional. I'm still going to move this over just a little bit more. There we go. So I'm going to put a dimensional down here at the bottom of the Christmas. And let's see if I need it anywhere else. Maybe right behind the T toward the bottom. That ought to do it. And then I'm going to put a touch of glue right here. And a touch of glue at the top of the C. And we've got our cinnamon on. There we go. Merry Christmas. With our animals, our stable. Now, I did want to go ahead and do the inside of this card. And I think that's the right size piece. Yes. It's not going to be much, but I wanted to use another one of the stamps. I wanted to use the Joy and Peace because I just think that needs to be on here. So let me clean this stamp real quick, my Christmas stamp, and put my, is my Joy and Peace. Oh, and the Merry Christmas, this set does not have a Merry Christmas. And this one came from Christmas Classics. So you'll have to find a Merry Christmas if that's what you choose to put on there. All right. Joy and Peace is going to go right on this. And I'm going to put it right here in the center. Joy and Peace. Isn't that pretty? I love that font. Love that look. And then we'll use our adhesive and put this on. Fingers stick everywhere. All right, and then we're going to put this piece right here. There we go. Now we have our inside done as well. And you know, if you have this set, you could do the flap of the envelope with this stamp. Wouldn't that be pretty? Lots of things you could do. All right. So there we have it. These are the 4 cards that you will receive the kits for in your November monthly stamp club. And it is featuring the Night Divine. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you'll get this set. I just think it's a beautiful set. And I appreciate you watching. Kay, thanks for being here. And I hope all of you have a wonderful first weekend in November. So have a blessed time. Thank you again for watching. Thanks for watching the replay in the YouTube. God bless. Bye-bye.